For the Indians, it'll be Brantley, Santana, and Chisenhall. Matt Underwood, Rick Manning with you, and happy to be joined now by Brian Hoyer, Cleveland Browns quarterback, throughout the ceremonial first pitch before today's ball game. And you were a baseball player back in the day. I remember at St. Ignatius High School. Did you ever get a chance to play here?
I did. First of all, thanks for having me on.
Great.
But so the game that I played here, I played center field, so I never got to pitch. So
oh, you did?
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah.
You
So it was
pasture.
cool. Yeah, but definitely something I dreamed about as a kid. So it's a cool day.
I saw you throw Sandy a cutter.
Yeah, that's what he called it. I was going four seam. He said cutter. So he would know better than me. I haven't thrown a baseball in 10 years. So, but no, it was fun. I mean, especially when I got here, I asked if he would catch for me because, my childhood was right over there and one of those sections over there, and watched him play. I was here for the All-Star game when he was the MVP.
We were just talking about the 97 All-Star game.
So to have him catch the pitch for me was pretty cool.
Would your dad have seats out here?
Yeah, it was 541.
Okay, 541.
Yeah.
How's your dad doing, the big axe?
He's
How's
good.
he doing?
He's good.
He's been at our fantasy camp a number of times.
I know. He told me.
Loved it, man.
I think he pulled his hamstring a few times, too.
Well, he's done more than that, too. But we got to get him back out. I haven't seen him in ages.
Yeah, but, this is my childhood,
Michael Brantley fouling one off to the left. Did you ever consider baseball when you went to Michigan State, or was it just football?
No, I did. I planned on playing both, and my coach at the time was like, yeah, you could play baseball, but you'll never be the quarterback here. So he made it a really easy decision for me.
Yeah, why
they have
is
a way
that,
of doing that.
Yeah, I guess they do.
Yep.
Unfortunately. Well, how you feeling?
I feel great. I do. I'm excited to get back at it. I've worked really hard to get to this point, and I'm excited. We have a really good team, new coaches. I really like Coach Pettin and his philosophy, and I'm just looking forward to getting started.
Well, to grow up here, get a chance to come back home and quarterback the team you grew up cheering for. I mean, it's almost like your dream got interrupted, though, because just as you were getting started, and things were starting to turn around for the club,
sure,
you suffered the injury. So has it been frustrating to have to wait all this time?
It was, but I've really just put all that frustration into my rehab, and that's kind of what has driven me. And, I just kind of look like it's on pause, So I'm looking forward to get back out there and playing for my team, my teammates, and this city. But I'm no longer the biggest hometown, hero here. So we obviously got some good news yesterday.
No doubt about that. As Michael Brantley awaits a 2-2, a swing and a miss.
Well, we've been talking about how things are starting to look up here in the city of Cleveland.
Sure.
As far as positive goes. You get LeBron back, and here, let's check it out. You talk about it. He's going out to the mound. Nice jersey. Bobby D got you covered, or Tony got. That was a cutter.
Yeah.
Good cutter right there.
And I didn't want to think about it for too long. I just wanted to get up there and throw. You don't get a warm-up, so you got to make it count on the first try.
That's right. That was a good pitch right there.
It would have been a swing and a miss. Maybe not a called strikeout. But
that's right. You get ahead of him and expand that strike zone.
With regards to LeBron James, though, you tweeted out that you thought the best quote from the letter that he wrote was, "In Northeast Ohio, nothing is given. Everything is earned. You work for what you have." And I think that embodies everything that you're about.
For sure. And the reason I like it so much is because I think it's about what the people of Cleveland are about. It's a blue-collar town. Everyone works hard for what they have, and then they come and the reason that Cleveland has such great fans is because they work hard all week long, and then they go and they can enjoy an Indians game or a Browns game or a Cavs game, and that's kind of their outlet. And I think, what a great quote to kind of just define the whole region. And for me, I'm a Clevelander first before I played for the Browns or whatever it is. And I know how much he means to this area, what he means to the economy. I was downtown last night. I mean, you would have thought, we had won the NBA championship already. So I think, he talked about he means more to this area than just basketball, and it's great to have him back.
Well, it has to be fun for you to represent your hometown, when you're coming in and saying, let's go Cleveland, here we are, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, good luck this year, man,
Thank
because
you.
you've worked awfully hard to get back from that rehab.
2-2 pitch coming up here to Santana. And it's outside. Now, when will you guys get started? It's got to be right around the corner
it
now,
is.
right?
It's so for quarterbacks, I think rookies and some other guys, we start the 23rd, and then the rest of the team will come the 25th. So not more than a week and a half away, and can't wait. Yeah.
Right after All-Star break, we'll be on the road, so I'm sure we'll read about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll be following
It'll be exciting.
Ball four. Santana has a one-out walk here at inning number 3, and up comes Lonnie Chisenhall.
Well, Matt, you were a quarterback, right? You played quarterback at college growing up. I mean,
this guy played a whole different level.
Well, I know that. I understand that. But still, I mean, being a quarterback, I was a quarterback back in high school. I only played a couple of years of it, but that's a fun position to play, isn't it?
Well, I think, and Brian can speak to this more. I mean, you and me are old, Arch. When we grew up,
I'm old. You're middle.
I don't want to make you guys feel
young.
too old, but I was listening to you when I was a kid, so.
But I mean, when I was in high school, if you threw it 20 times a game, it was a lot.
Sure.
Right. Brian's grown up in the age of where the offenses have exploded. They center around the quarterback. I bet if you talk to guys who play in the history of the NFL, there hasn't been a better time to play quarterback than right now.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it does put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. You have to make the right calls. You have to make the right reads.
In split seconds.
Yeah, and for me, even from I can go all the way back to 5th and 6th grade football. I have always thrown it more wherever I've been, whether it was there. Most of the time it's just hand the ball off how many times a game. And we started throwing it in 5th and 6th grade and continued. And I went to St. Ignatius, who we have a great program. And It's not just your typical high school ground and pound, and we threw it a little bit there. And then the reason I went to Michigan State was when John L. Smith was there, they were throwing like 50 times a game. So as a quarterback, you think great. And then he was fired, and Coach D'Antonio came in and done such a great job. Obviously last time I saw you guys, we were in Detroit, and I was at Michigan State. So they won their first Big Ten championship with him and went to the Rose Bowl. So went from there, and then I went to New England, which, it doesn't get much better than that as a place to learn, and I learned under some great people there, and now I'm back home, and it's good to be home.
That is. I want to know what it's like getting blitzed by some of these linebackers that run 4-5s, and they're screaming, coming after you.
Yeah.
I'd get rid of it and say, get out of here.
You get used to it, I guess. That's all I can say. Yeah.
I guess.
Ryan, what was your time with Tom Brady like? I mean, obviously he's one of the best to ever play the game with everything he's accomplished, but he also seems, and this is from the outside looking in, so I'm asking you, he seems like he'd be a great teammate, though. He is.
He just wants to be one of the guys, and the point of his career he's in right now, 3 Super Bowls, multiple MVPs, he still works like he's a rookie trying to make the team, and that's the thing that I most admired about him is his work ethic, and it really rubbed off on me. I like to think I was a hard worker to begin with, but when you see a guy who's so accomplished and so willing to work day in and day out, I mean, it just makes you want to be that much better.
Swisher drives one deep center, but not deep enough. Diaza runs it down, and the runners have to hold 2 away.
But it's come back. It sounds like it's all about winning.
Sure.
And that's what it's all about for those guys.
Yeah.
We just had a guy in here for 4 days, as you know, Derek Jeter. It's all about winning. Those guys that are true professionals.
Yep.
It's all about that W next to their name.
Yeah, I think in people respect that more than anything else, more than stats, more than anything else. When you're a guy who all that matters is how you win. It doesn't matter if you're handing the ball off or you're throwing it 50 times a game. All you want to do is make sure your team wins, and that's kind of how I've always looked at it. And you become the ultimate team player.
Right. Just win, baby.
When it comes to leadership at the quarterback position in the NFL now, is it simply a case where you've got to go out and make plays and you can be a rah-rah guy all you want, but they're going to look at you, those guys in the line, are going to say, come on, just show me something, kid, right?
Yeah, I think so, and I think what happened for me last year is I went out and played in games and had success, and I think guys realized, okay, this guy can play, and then you kind of just let your personality go whichever way it may be. I mean, some people are rah-rah guys, some people lead by example. I think I'm probably right in the middle, but
you're yourself, though.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't do well on the field, it doesn't matter who you are. So I think the biggest thing is to go out and prove it to your teammates on the field.
Earn your respect with those guys in the huddle, and you earn your respect for the people of the city.
Has it been a little overwhelming in camp there in Berea, the sensationalism of Johnny Manziel?
For me, playing in the Boston market for so long, the New England market, it's no different to me. We had that much media coverage every day in New England anyway, so I'm used to it. I think it's great for the city. It brings a lot of attention here, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be an interesting camp, and I look forward to it.
I know you can't wait to compete,
For
because
sure.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day, right?
That's all you could ask for is a chance to compete, and that's what's been given to me, and got to take it and take advantage of it.
That's good. We'll be thinking about you on the 23rd when we're on the road,
all right,
pal.
I appreciate it.
You've got a new coach that's going through this for the first time as a head coach, too, so that adds an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, and he's been great. He came right in and talked about, getting mentally tougher, being accountable to one another. It's it wasn't the things about the actual physical football play. It's more of the off-field stuff where you put the time in, you're mentally tough. and those types of things.
Gomes flies out to end the inning. Brian, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, guys.
Best
Thanks for
of
having
luck
me.
to
Thank you.
We'll be cheering for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.